Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. It's been some time since I have been with you, and I've been thinking about you a lot. I've been super busy. It's the end of the year. It's Q4 for our business. It's family time. It's just everything. And so we're about to head over to my sister's for dinner and things like that. But I wanted to get on here and share some thoughts with you and say a quick hello. And, those of you who are going to be joining me on this, what is it called? Light the World Challenge. And today it is talking about, that you've received so much that you are willing to give. And so I thought about that a lot, this 7-day social media thing about sharing and being grateful and being thankful. And it's been an awesome 7 days of how it makes you feel. I started writing in my new gratitude journal today with the 5-minute journal. I think I've recommended that so many times, but starting your day with gratitude, ending it with gratitude, and how does that make your heart feel? And so anyway, I wanted to share with you a story that happened to one of my kids. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. And it seriously touched my heart and it made me really think about how there are, still some really good people in the world today. And basically, her car, was something happened and she hit a pothole and her car was messed up and she had to go. And then she found out after they fixed her tire that, her car was still messed up in a lot of ways to where it was going to be more. And she's just having a really hard day. And basically, in summary, this person basically came and helped her, get started, get her car started, and just checked everything to make sure that everything was good. And, I thought about that and how that person was aware. He was aware that, my daughter was having such a hard day. And, I think about my own life and how, and maybe all of you, and how one small act of kindness, look, we're still talking about it, even though it happened yesterday, like a smile, a touch, something, maybe you helped somebody with groceries, maybe you paid for somebody's bill, maybe you took someone to dinner or something like that. And, as we get closer to Christmas and the holidays, Thanksgiving and, Christmas time, I think about it a lot. I think a few years ago, I did something called the Joy Challenge, to where every single day, we did something like that, where we were serving or giving or doing something to where we were not thinking about ourselves. And so that story was, pretty touching to me. And it made me think about how many times people have done that for me. How many times have you been, hi, Gab, how are you doing? How many times in your life have you had somebody show up in your life whether it is either a text or a phone call, or they showed up and start mowing your yard because it was long and you were pregnant with your 4th baby. That's happened to me before. I was pregnant. My husband was always working, and we had a good friend just show up on a Saturday with her lawnmowers and started mowing our 5-acre plot of land. And I still remember that to this very day. And, you remember those acts of kindness. You remember those things that people do for you. And I just think that December is such a wonderful time, with all of this stuff going on in the world. 2020 has been, a crazy year for many people. It's really changed a lot of people, as far as some people don't have jobs. Some people are working from home, or they're remote, or, some people, it's just so different, to where just one small act of kindness that you may do or say can make such a difference. And I don't know, it makes me think about, a lot of times, when I'm doing things, and a lot of you know that I do personal development, and I, trying to have my retreats, but we keep getting, having to reschedule because of this COVID stuff. But I love helping people, but I think about, a lot of times, how can one person like myself make a difference? Or even one person, you may think, one thing that I might do, or $1 to this, to this organization that is, that I'm donating to, how can this make a difference? And I wanted to give you an example of one time I was, listening to this story by one of our teachers in college when I was in college, and he was talking about how, if you go to the grocery store, and there's grapes, and you want to, you might want to taste the grapes to see if it's something that you want to buy. And so you eat it, and then you say, maybe I might buy this. And you take another, and you might eat 3 grapes and then say, nah, I don't want to buy that. And then behind you, someone else does the same thing, and so on and so on. Before you know it, that bunch of grapes are gone. And so, the idea of one thing or one person can't make a difference, that's a great example of it can, with, doing that. And so, I don't know. I just think that, I just feel super grateful in my heart, finish this challenge, the social media challenge of sharing and giving thanks. And, I think about all the blessings in my life, and I think about also the people that we can bless, who may not be as fortunate and things like that. And I remember, like when my kids were little, during this time of year, we would take them and go to the nursing homes and, have them use their talents of singing, of music, and, uplifting those people. And so, I don't know. I think that that story yesterday, or, what happened like with my daughter, I thought that was just so kind of that person, to be aware, being aware of other people. Maybe it's as you were going through your day, this morning, in my grateful journal, that asks you 3 questions, and it says, what's one thing that you might do today, and that might make a difference, or you can be grateful for. And it made me think about how maybe I could, I used to say I'm going to call my mom, but my mom's not here anymore. So maybe it could be write a letter, to somebody who might need just a letter of encouragement, or something like that. So I don't know, what is something that you can do that you don't think can make a difference, but like one person? We've talked about this example. Another example is like, the domino effect, the dominoes being lined up one by one. And if there's a small gap of one domino missing, then the whole domino effect would not work. So if today you think, how can like what I do and what I say really make a difference? If that's you today, then I want you to think about that. Think about the stories that we talked about in this live video, and think about how you literally can make a difference in just one small act of kindness. I bet if like, maybe you after this video can think of somebody maybe during this Christmas time, maybe they don't have a family. Maybe, I've had kids serving a mission where they're away for Christmas and people had them over for dinner, or, whatever they did. So I don't know. I just think that, with this challenge and this month and everything, that you really can make a difference. And that's the exciting thing, is that, knowing that there still really are good people in the world. And, there's that quote, if you cannot find a good person, then be a good person. If you cannot find the kindness, then you be kind. And so, we can make that difference. And I don't know, today I'm just, like I say, feeling super grateful, and super grateful for that person who doesn't even know my daughter and did that and went out of their way, to fix her car and realized she was having a hard day, and and didn't charge her. Just came over and, looked over her car and, took care of it, and just basically, did that for her. And I thought that just touched my heart. And I thought, man, there really are good people in the world, all over the world. I know that we have all these calamities, and we have all these different things that are happening, but it's like, whenever we can kind of focus on some things also, and, and some of the good that we can do, and helping maybe those who are, in need or whatever, then that is, I don't know. I just think that can make such a difference and such an impact. So, well, I've got to go over to dinner. It's my nephew's birthday today, so I'm going to head over there. But I did want to get on, and while it was fresh on my mind, share with you those thoughts, and hope that can help you in some way. Hope that you can think about, what is something that you can do to possibly make an impact on someone today, whether through a letter, a text, a good act of kindness, or something like that. And, feel free to, look up the hashtag Light the World. And if, starting today, and it goes through the month of December, and there's always you can sign up for text reminders to, remind you of something that you can do today and every day, just something that you can pick to be better. So you're welcome, Gab. Thanks for being on here on this, what is today, a Tuesday evening. And I hope you guys are all doing well. I've been so busy and just with this Q4 stuff with our business and just my family and watching grandkids and such that I haven't been on here as much, but I did think about you guys today and wanted to share these thoughts with you. And so feel free to share the replay or share the video with your friends, and hopefully we get everybody involved. You know, the more the merrier as far as just being that one and making that impact. So take care. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.